The sound of the final buzzer means it's hangover time. So grab a drink and join your host, Alphonse Sidney, for a Miami Heat Beat post-game show.
Marlins up 7-0. We got Coben Burns, one of the most overrated pitchers in the National League. Jazz Chisholm eats him up for lunch. 2 for 3, start the game. Let's go. Steals 2 bases. Doesn't get brought home. That's okay. That's okay. He's just showing him that I'm the fucking man right now. I am the face of Miami sports in this fucking moment. I am not afraid of this fucking moment. Nobody needs to tell me to be aggressive. Nobody needs to tell me to play fucking bully ball. I am a fucking bully. I am Jazz Chisholm. And in the 6th inning, 6 straight hits. Started off with the Jazz Chisholm double. These Marlins are fucking for real. 7-0 right now, going into the bottom of the 8th. These Marlins are for real. If you're not watching, you fucking should be. They are a fun team. They are way more fun than watching the same Heat basketball game time after time. All right, bring me out, Brass.
That was excellent. Way more fun than talking about this Heat game. So Marlins 7, Brewers 0. Fuck that, I'm just joking. All right, Heat lose. And Heat lose a stinker. First of all, the game, when we were winning the game, was just fucking horrid to watch. I mean, we couldn't hit a 3 to save our lives. No Nunn, no Depot, no Hero. Then Duncan goes out, and Duncan wasn't right. So you're watching a ton of Gabe Vincent and Max Strus, and you just realize why they're two-way players. I mean, I think I like watching Gabe play, but he can't play that much, right? I don't know what else to say. Like, come on. A night that the Knicks and the Hawks lose, right? You have a chance to be within one game of one game of both the Knicks and the Hawks and leapfrog the Celtics. And what do? You blow a fourth quarter lead to the Bulls. I am Alphonse Sidney, a.k.a. Alf954, and you are watching Hangover Time. Bring me out, Brass. Let's find out what everybody's drinking. All right, so I don't know if you guys are going with the heavy stuff tonight, or if you didn't want to waste your liquor. Frankie, what are you drinking tonight besides the Marlins Kool-Aid?
Cabernet Sauvignon. Yes, I'm using a straw. Fuck what everybody says. I'm saving the whales, saving the turtles, all that shit.
Frankie, we need to get you some glassware, brother.
Hey, man. Tell Gianni to pay me, bro. Sorry, boss man. Sorry, boss man. I'm not gonna overcompensate, boss man.
He hates you so much.
Yeah, we pay people here. Just anyway. Tiff, let me stop. Tiff, yes. What are you drinking tonight?
A nice glass of Tito's cranberry mixed with a little I told you so.
Damn.
Brass, what is your drink called? Don't get fooled?
No, my drink. I'm whining with everyone else tonight. Like I'm not making a cocktail for this. I'm also still not fully right from a couple nights ago. So
yeah, that was a rough Sunday. Siobhan, what are you drinking tonight?
I, like Frankie, have a cab also, Mondavi's cab, and the rest of that Woodford Rye Reserve.
Nice.
Yes, hold on, Alf. Look at my name, then look at Shy's name. We did not plan that.
That works. For the podcast audience.
Just so you guys know, my name is a reflection of Hangover Time, not the Miami Heat.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
I should have put mine as fuzzy numbers. Joey, not in the garage tonight, Joey.
I saw that.
Yeah.
What's going on, Joey?
Joey got the ceiling fan popping.
Yeah, I mean, listen, my mom had to do some yoga in the garage, make some candles. I was banished to the guest room.
There's an angel in the back.
Does it?
Yep.
Oh, it does.
That's cute.
It is. Anyway, I didn't concoct a cocktail today. I have an MIA beer company Mega Mix. It's not just a regular mix; it's the mega version, so it should be better.
That's true.
It's like Four Loko. It's like battery acid.
That really doesn't look good for you at all. There's like too many colors on the outside. I can't.
It's a lot of colors.
It's radioactive.
It's too much.
Franky, with basically absolutely no guard rotation after Duncan got the shits. I hope it's the shits, man. Because if Duncan, oh my god, if Duncan misses any amount of time, I mean, you saw what this team looked like. I mean, the whole guard rotation decimated. We've been arguing who's going to play Nunn, Hero, Dragic, any one of them, please, God. Like, you know what I mean? So, I mean, should we have expected anything better tonight with absolutely no guard rotation and Bam deciding he didn't want to get any rebounds? I mean, Jimmy and Bam played out of their minds offensively. But, I mean, was it just like not enough without any guard that can give you anything significant outside of Dragic, who, you know, petered out midway through the third?
No, and the bench. The bench was abysmal.
I gave him some credit.
Okay. I think the first bench point, I think you tweeted, it came with like 3 minutes left in the third.
No. The first bench field goal make.
Oh, field goal.
Right.
They, I believe somebody had. Belly had one.
The actual bench. The actual bench.
The actual
bench score. Belly had one free throw in the second quarter to break the drought. And then with 3:46 left in the third, Dedmon got the first field goal make.
Yeah, but it's like that, man. There was a point in the third where Jimmy was playing with the two-way guys and two guys who just started playing after a year break. Like, This is the roster, man. They couldn't find a fifth guy tonight once Duncan got the shits. It's like Bielitsa, KZ, Dedmon, Vincent, Strus. It's like, these are your guys. Vincent had to play 30 minutes tonight. Like, This isn't a playoff rotation. Like, what can you do? And Goran went back to his old ways of looking old. He couldn't get past Vucevic when we needed him to, and that's not his fault.
God,
that's not his fault.
That was like that was like sloth on sloth.
Yeah.
I mean, if he can't beat Vucevic off the dribble, like, honestly, I mean, and I would say, rest him, but how? Tiff, how are you going to rest Dragic right now?
So this is what the fear was that we had a couple of months ago. We're not resting him. So this is what we got going into the playoffs. Going into, hopefully, the playoffs. This is what we got. We're not resting him because we can't. So apparently, if Tyler's foot doesn't get any better, Nunn's got back spasms, Gabe can hustle his ass off but can't shoot. So this is what you got. And you know what? Go ahead, Duncan. He'll get over his diarrhea. I'm hoping it's diarrhea. That's what I'm putting it into the air. It's diarrhea.
No, I was going to say Duncan's shits probably got him a few extra $1 million on his contract this season.
Exactly.
It showed, like, Siobhan, when you're watching that fourth quarter and you're watching the collapse at the beginning of the fourth, and you're like, this fucking lineup sucks. And then you're like, how are they going to fix it? Unless you play Jimmy and Bam all 12 minutes. There was no fixing it. There was no, nobody was coming out of that locker room, to help them. This Heat season has been diarrhea, says Schmeeth the Schmoldick, and you're correct. But there was nobody coming in to help them.
No. Yeah, you're right. Like we've seen a handful of really disturbing trends, like over this game and the last two Hawks games. The bench scoring was abysmal. The Hawks bench blasted us. The Bulls bench blasted us today. We have a decent first quarter and then shit the bed going into the fourth. Like, this is, I've really gotten to a point to where I'm not evaluating this team through the scope of the season. I'm like, what are y'all doing game by game? Because you're not going to get my pressure up. Right. Hoping for, all of this and all that. We truly are, who we've been. And like, to Tiff's point, we weren't like casting doubts on guys' capabilities, or like, oh, when Jimmy comes back, we'll be okay. When Goran comes back, we'll be able to. Okay, yeah. When they come back for or Goran comes back for 5 or 6 games, like she said, this was the fear. Not that they wouldn't be able to produce, as we're actually saying, Goran not be able to get past guys, but just that they wouldn't be healthy enough, or that he wouldn't be healthy enough to produce, and we can't rest him because it's every hand on deck. It's not a good place to be, but it's where they are. It's where they've been, like at their core. They made some cosmetic adjustments, but the stuff of this team is their stuff.
Right. And you know what I was thinking? What would have been nice to see if KZ had just been 2 months further along, he could have got in at some guard play tonight. Yeah. Had he been just a little bit better than he normally's been. Like, you could have put him out there in a quote unquote guard position, but he's not even ready. So you really have nothing. And it's not that we don't have enough. I mean, once the season started, you knew you didn't have enough when you looked at the roster.
Yes.
Tell the truth, shame the devil. You knew what it was when they got on the court. But now you got injuries, you got COVID, you got diarrhea. you hanging on to the 7th spot like a fat man in a sandwich. It just ain't working. It ain't working.
It's the last sandwich you gonna ever eat.
I mean, Joey, did this game give you the shits? How were you feeling after this game?
I mean, I was definitely feeling, it was a little runny, it was watery. Is how I would describe this game. It wasn't just a shitty game. It was your stomach hurts for 3 hours and then it just, it just happens. It was just one of those where you just have to take a shower after it. I'm gonna do that. I think the biggest takeaway of this game, the thing that really killed me was that Gabe Vincent step back 3 with like 3 minutes to go in the 4th. I was like,
God.
it's it. We're losing this game. There's no way.
Just don't use all your mom's hot water.
Yeah, Gabe's going to give you hustle. He's going to give you defense. I like Gabe, and I'm going to like Gabe. Gabe's not there to give you scoring. Gabe's not there to give you 30 minutes either. And so, that's
the thing. You just don't want 30 minutes. You want Gabe in and out. Boom.
You just want to sprinkle.
Burst,
You want 6 fouls. You want 4 to 6 fouls out of Gabe in 12 minutes. You
want Gabe to jump in the game at the end of the second, so Dragic doesn't pick up his third.
But everybody on here wants Gabe to stay on the bench. But who are you gonna play?
That was a thing. Tonight, I wanted to get Spadis because I knew what was coming out to start that 4th quarter. But then I looked at the bench and I'm like, I mean, what else you gonna do? The only thing, Frankie, that I could think of is at some point when you're getting killed on the boards the way they were, there might have been a time tonight to play Dedmon and Bam together.
Right. You could have tried it. Why not?
I mean, what else you got to lose, right?
But you also, as a player, I mean, no matter how tall you are, you know what else you could try? Boxing out.
Or just holding on to the fucking rebound, Bam.
Something.
Bam, hold on to the fucking rebound. And listen, I understand with the guards they had playing tonight, with the way things were going, I understand why he was all out. First of all, he had to watch Vooch. Vooch can hit the 3. He was out of position for rebounds, but when he had the chance, it was falling off of his hands. And I really don't want to go at Bam tonight because in that beginning of that 4th quarter, when he needed to be aggressive, he was aggressive. But it was like he was out on his own. He was on his own on an island, and then Jimmy comes in. They put up a little bit of fight, but then Bam needs a break. I mean, Frankie, that's what I'm asking. Was there time for Bam Dedmon minutes tonight?
I think you should have tried it. They were running 2 center lineups the whole game with Tyson and Vooch. You try that, you see what you got. Dedmon's hit 3s before. His shot has been okay. He's hit his free throws. You give that a try, and it's exactly what you guys were saying. Who else are you going to turn to? You're struggling to find that 5th guy. Trevor Ariza put up 14 shots today. That's not a winning formula. Let's fucking try it. And out of the bench guys, Dedmon was the only one who looked ready to play.
Trevor said, I ain't come back for all this.
Right. But listen,
17 points on the bench.
Exactly. Listen, Trevor did all he could do.
I'm not mad at Trevor.
He played well.
It's to that point, they tried. Spo did some Bam belly minutes.
Yeah.
So why not try, and they didn't look bad. I like the, post passing stuff. Why not try?
Right. Somebody's saying we wouldn't have had spacing. We don't have spacing anyway.
We don't have spacing now.
We hit 7 threes.
What was the spacing? What was the spacing with Gabe in the lineup? Nobody's afraid of Gabe.
Right.
Nobody's afraid of nobody's really even afraid of Trevor. Goran, you didn't have
Goran,
any shooters.
yes.
Your shooter, all your shooters were either taking a shit or were out.
This was a Trevor Ariza game, and he went 4 for 12 from 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
He had to shoot it. That's because no one else there could
Exactly.
shoot it.
I'm not mad at Trevor. I'm not mad at Jimmy. I'm not mad at Bam. Like,
Right.
those guys played well. I'm not mad at Goran or
I'm
Duncan
not
either.
mad at nobody on the team. They told us who they were. We got some two-way guys.
I'm not mad at Duncan. When you gotta go, you gotta go.
You gotta
Right.
go.
Yeah.
Brass, do you have Dedmon trying to come in the game to save us?
Oh,
With the
yes,
old man
yes,
shuffle?
Yes, I do.
Oh,
This is great. Watch this.
listen, the uncles were cutting a
Look at-
rug.
look
Wait,
at-
tonight.
wait. Watch.
Hey.
Oh, God.
Ooh. That's the uncle that's got the bad feet.
Yes. Just came from the
Yes.
Don't
Yes.
mind if I do.
You know the uncle that got those bad feet.
That guy on account of the gout.
Y'all saw UD over there cutting a
You
rug.
smelled the cornbread?
Like I got that's kind of that gout. You know, woo.
Woo, y'all got me a plate.
Let me get back to that grill real quick.
Once the
Play
wheels
that,
are
Baby, I'm
turning,
coming.
play that again. Because you even see his hand come. Oh, I'm gonna be there.
Like the church lady.
the church lady.
That's when you walking into church and the preacher already
Stepping in the name of Lord right there. That's the name of
There it
Lord.
is. Yes, it is.
You
Woo, don't pass that plate over here.
You better not run in my house.
You gonna come up short?
You thought they were still doing praise and worship, but
Right.
but
But he
the
came out
reverend-
at the wrong time. That was collection plate time. Oh.
Get my ass on out of here.
That's him scooting back out the vestibule. Nah, we got the all uncle lineup.
Oh, we
Y'all saw
do. We
Jimmy
do.
over there. UD was over there dancing after
Oh,
that.
yeah,
that was
after
great.
the
Jimmy,
putback.
the Dwayne play. Play all the
Oh,
uncles.
my
Fuck the
God.
plays.
If
Right,
it
play
was
all the
Most
uncles.
action we've
Play
seen
all
UD
the
have.
uncles. Jimmy, Trevor, Iggy, Dwayne, and I'm missing one. And
Speaking
UD.
of that, could have used a little Iggy tonight.
Listen, man, that was like at the end of the game, and you're wondering like who's gonna come in? Duncan, Iggy, Depot, none, Hero, like
Save us.
like, who's? And then you're looking at Strus, like, and Strus does a couple good things. You're like, holy shit, Strus! And then you realize, oh shit, it's fucking Max. I was about to call him Gabe Strus.
Gabe
I might as well. But it's
Can
just
we-
like,
yeah.
holy shit.
Max Vincent.
If we could combine the
Maximum
two,
Vixen for
if we
sure.
could combine the two and
Yes.
just get one solid player, even that would be fine. Like an all right player, like a Voltron situation. I don't know.
like a middling NBA guy.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly.
We got a
Mo
team of
Harkless,
those,
if you
though.
will. Oh yeah, that's the problem. And then I got before Bond gets her good breakdowns, I have a couple shitty breakdowns I want to get to because everyone's called.
Tired of PER, EFG, QBR, PDQ, and QVC? Wait, what? Well, ditch the calculators and spreadsheets and check out the only stat that truly matters. It's time for Alf's eye test.
I was going to call it breakdown, but everybody's doing that nowadays.
Yeah,
Christ.
must be in the air.
Is this? Oh, okay. So this is the one. These are just some plays that made me laugh. This one was just Jimmy forgetting where the basket was and deciding that a shitty 3-point attempt was better than basically just a little tap in. But here we go. Jimmy's screening. He rolls. He gets it soon. Somewhere he
Here
gets
comes.
it.
Here it goes.
He gets the ball.
He's
gonna go. What the fuck are you doing? What was that?
Bully ball, Jimmy.
What was
Right.
that?
I don't like that.
I mean,
Jesus.
Chad Chisholm would never.
That sounds
and here's
dirty.
another one where Jimmy and Bam both decide that paint points aren't good enough. Let's go. Let's do something else. All right, so Jimmy, he's got some scrub on him. Drives, okay. Oh, back.
Hot potato.
Oh,
What a play!
That's what gave Duncan.
Run that
That's the
again,
play that
please,
gave
Brad.
Duncan diarrhea.
Terrible energy on the ball.
I come out here for this shit.
yeah, stare.
The ball.
Look at Duncan. Look at Duncan. He's
I mean,
like, damn.
rim
That's a real
protection.
stool.
Jesus.
He literally like
It's a real stool softener.
But the next play is what they need to do every single time.
what the fuck, Joey?
All right. Jimmy takes it. Okay, Vooch is not a rim protector. Just go at him.
Mm-hmm.
There was no pass out to a bad shot. Like you don't even have your shooters out there tonight. You know Duncan was shitty before the game started. You was in the locker room with him. Just go at his ass.
You saw what he had for lunch.
Crazy.
Right?
You saw that egg salad
Play that one more time, Brass. I want you to guys, everyone focus on Vucevic backpedaling once Jimmy is taking him. Look at the footwork.
Because Vooch is not a rim protector.
No.
That's why when they were passing out of lanes, like, what are you doing?
He has no lateral movement.
No agility.
He is scary.
No literal movement, no lateral movement.
Like
No
negative
bilateral
agility.
negotiations. The motherfucker, he's shitty around the rim. You know, he's like Andre Drummond. Like, go at his ass. Like, but you just saw the hot potato. And it's just a half court offense tonight would drive me fucking crazy. If it wasn't a steal and a fast break, you were getting nothing out of these guys.
Yeah.
But you got some of your breakdowns, the good ones.
I do. It's a
Sure.
few, but they go kind of quick. Go ahead, Brass.
Oh, well, hold up. Let me break it down so it can forever and consistently be broke.
Won't find an intro like that anywhere else. So, this first place we're starting off, we got Jimmy and Bam on a break. Just run it. Bam attacks, Bam's aggressive. Play it again. Look at Jimmy, look for Bam to take the break and like, bro, go take it. Take this dude to the coop and I got you if you miss. That's all he wants. Ever since he called him out, all he's been saying is just play and trust that I'm gonna have your back. But I need to see you trying to do the shit on your own. Go ahead.
Somebody wrote in Duncan on the toilet.
The only thing he didn't miss today.
Gross.
He doesn't shoot it from long distance, does he?
Oh,
I
Oh,
hope
he does. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
From the stall.
To the next one, Brass. What do we have here? Okay, so we like again to talk about their defensive numbers and how they're this and how they're that. And again, we cover well for each other, but that is not, that's not what it starts. That's not the initial point of the defense.
Right.
So if you start it one more time, we have Bam either not needing to come double, pause, or staying too long. Kobe's back is to Trevor. Kobe has and the ball's out of his hand. Kobe has no intention of doing anything offensive minded directed at the basket to get it out of his hands. As soon as he came off and Bam showed, he should have been able to get back. He stays a bit too long. He's not going to be able to make it to Vooch, so he's going to have to close to the corner. Go ahead. You see Thaddeus flash cross the lane, and then Smart Goran comes to recover, and yes, we recover for each other well, but it's because we put ourselves in shitty positions to have to do so. Go ahead to the next one. Oh, some defense, right? What happened?
that
Run
was
it
not
again.
defense.
Right. Jimmy
Some.
was beat. Jimmy was beat from the beginning. Jimmy is beat by his movement. He's flat-footed. He's not looking. His head isn't aware. And Duncan has the switch. I don't know why Jimmy came and stayed that long.
Yeah,
And
that
what
wasn't
gets-
Duncan's fault. That was
Not
Jimmy.
at all. This is what gets me. Go ahead, play it again, and then pause when Jimmy and Goran have their exchange at the end. Nope.
Yeah,
Pause.
look at that. Yeah, it's like
Jimmy is telling
Oh,
Goran that he needs to come drop. And Goran's like, what are you talking about? I got this dude up here on the wing. That was you. Don't try to put that shit
Yeah.
on me. Like, just own it. It's okay. You fucked
Don't try to
up.
put that shit on him.
Oh
You
my
know,
god.
happens. Go ahead to the next one. Oh, this is the oop between Jimmy and Trevor. I like this because it's similar to a lot of the stuff that we've seen them do before. Pause. This diagonal screen that they have Goran running, a lot of times they run it with Duncan and he'll either pop or he'll flare somehow. Here, setting it, Trevor's coming off. Now, I think this is Thaddeus getting screened. I don't know. He could have recovered, but his footwork was bad. All he had to do was turn the way that he didn't. Instead, he turned back the other way. Young people, do some agility drills. Go ahead. He's there, but then it's not. Like, he should have just kept going that direction. Good play, good recognition, solid screen by Goran. I got just two more. Go ahead. This one, pause, is another break situation. But
situation.
Not unlike, I know, unlike the first one. Jimmy checks, sees who he has running with him, doesn't even like think about the pass, but you can't, because look at where these two run to and look at all the open space in the middle of the floor. It's the same, go ahead, it's the same position he had in that first break with Bam. They don't even like try to, I don't know, they just run and kind of get out the way.
Nobody stops ball.
No one stops, but like whoever was guarding Gabe, go ahead one more time. Whoever's guarding Gabe is in the lane. So not only are you not offering, I don't know, an outlet or anything, but your defender is there sitting in Jamie's hip. And last one, I just wanted to talk a little bit more about Duncan. Watch Duncan's defensive posture. Pause. Run it one more time. Watch Duncan's defensive posture the whole possession. The activity, the bounce in his feet. He's on the balls of his feet. He's ready to move. He's looking around. Still, away from the ball, paying attention, down, ready. Like Duncan has, I'm going to find a way to shout him out every game if he allows me to. But that's all I got. Duncan's
and you better. See what all that activity and squatting got him?
Yeah, right?
Well, shit.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right, so thank you, Siobhan, for that excellent breakdown. What a great breakdown. Best breakdown in the business.
That was the best breakdown.
Thanks. Breakdown.
Well, I guess someone pointed out something that Eric said tonight, and I have to play that. This is a phrasing situation.
I heard it was.
The eye contact, then ball to rim contact.
Whoa.
I said that.
The eye contact, then ball to rim contact.
Phrasing.
I said that same thing today.
Were you the rim or the?
Well, that's for you to find out.
Anyway,
blow-by situation.
Whoa.
That's why he's not in the garage anymore.
All right, so we said it in the chat. We're gonna start taking your questions. So we got one here. Devil's Advocate. This is from Ace 10195. Devil's Advocate. Can Depoy be someone that puts his guards out of defensive position? I don't think Bam does that. Am I wrong? I don't think. I think Bam covers their ass.
Yeah, I think he means like having to guard fives and stuff and switching, but that's on scheme. Like Bam didn't switch at will before this season. They're telling him to do that because nobody can guard anybody.
Yeah, and that was one of those things that Depot was supposed to be able to help fix.
Yeah,
right.
Oh.
Someone pulled a Franky here. Oh, I'm sorry, wrong one.
Oh,
No Limit 112. You want to crown them? Then crown their ass.
Damn it, Franky.
After Franky quoted Dennis Green and called him Maya Angelou.
It was the exact same thing, though.
But
basically the exact
you know what was worse about it? The fact that you were like, yo, Tiff, what you always say?
That was the joke.
All right, so Big J asked, if we're miraculously healthy, if we miraculously get everyone healthy, will it all be for nothing because of a tough first round matchup? I'll take this one first, and I'll say yes, because if they're anything under that 5th seed, they ain't making it out the first round. I mean, I don't care if Debo's back. If they have to play the Bucks, Sixers, or
Murder's
Nets,
Row,
they're not making. So if they're not in the 5th seed, which after tonight was their shot. Like tonight,
Yeah.
put them in a really, really good position if they could beat the fucking Bulls without Zach LaVine. And guess what? They blew it.
Yep.
So if they're not a fifth seed or higher, who like out of the Bucks, Sixers, and Nets, even with a healthy Depot, are they beating any of those teams? This team that we've been watching?
Not this team.
Another team.
I mean,
If we're another team.
I will say that there's something to have to
possible,
win 4 games, right? Like for them to lose 4 games to the same team with rest, and even with all that we've seen, I want to believe that there's a Jimmy and a something in Bam that's like not gonna let it happen.
And I want to believe that you believe in belief.
I believe that.
I do.
But I just
Is that an MLK quote?
yes, it is. And still I rise. I just honestly look at this team and like one, health is it doesn't matter at this point. Everybody's getting their chance to play. This is what we see. Everyone's getting their shot. Yo, they just not good. I mean, that's just what it is. Like Jimmy needed 40 tonight. I'm gonna be honest. Jimmy needed 40.
8-0 victory. Let's fucking go. At least somebody in this town is not going to disappoint us. It's the fucking 2-time World Series champion, Miami Marlins.
I thought you were about to talk about the St. Louis Cardinals, but we'll save that for another episode.
Same amount of titles since the Marlins existed, I think.
What?
Oh.
I think you need to. Woo! I'm gonna save it for the next episode.
Just throwing things out in the air.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. That's my 5 reasons to take. Oh,
I tell you, I'm just so pissed off. I was riding so high for like 15 minutes when the Knicks lost.
Yeah.
And they broke their streak. I was soaring, man.
That's
I was
what
so
y'all get,
fucking
right?
hyped.
Other people wishing losses on everybody else.
Oh, we got to be box score
Listen.
watching at this point. Like you have to. Like you have to be
I was
scoreboard
right.
watching. Like you just because like you don't control your own destiny. So when other teams lose that you need to lose, you get excited, and then what happens?
What happened, Brass?
Oh, my Phoenix Suns beat the New York Knicks. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
I've always said from the jump, Phoenix Suns, one of my favorite teams of all time.
Just forget it.
I feel you, Joey. No, I mean, but seriously, no, fuck the Suns too. But like, fuck the Knicks way more. Like, it's not even close. Like, I'm just so happy. But like, it was cute, 9 game win streak. But I can't even like joke about this because we fucking suck.
Exactly.
No, they ruined.
I can't even enjoy this, man.
How many bits have they fucking ruined?
A lot.
Like they ruined all Cortez's bits the other night.
Oh, I know.
Then we tried to do the bit because we thought they were going to lose, and then they fucking won. But we still did the bit. Then Franky ruined it. And then tonight we could have been fucking having a great time making fun of the Knicks.
Yeah.
Ruined it.
Yeah.
Fuck.
I mean,
Damn near ruined my show.
It's all right. You just got to lower the bar. You just got to keep lowering the bar.
Brass,
And
the fucking bar is on the floor.
No,
And I
but
don't know why
listen,
we keep
if
picking
we
it up. Leave it there.
if we can finish above the Knicks somehow, if they go on a lose streak, if we can win some games, it's a win. I don't care if we get knocked out. I'm happy. I'm happy.
Oh,
Now
read this out. Read
So
this out.
Shrika Smolik puts in the chat, Ariza just called Spo out, question mark. Ariza says, when you give a team a steady diet of things, they figure things out. They had an idea of what we were going to do and adjusted.
Wait, is he
that's
saying
like the
that?
first time Ethan ever not done a joke?
Is he saying that they poisoned Duncan and made him shit himself?
What he's probably saying.
That's my takeaway.
What he's probably saying is that uncreative, uninventive offense is easy to fucking figure out.
Oof,
and then
man.
that zone defense that was just getting picked apart. I mean, they were just parking it big in the lane. They were turning around a hook shot. Time after time after time. You're trying to force them to shoot. They weren't shooting. They weren't taking the bait. They were just in that. They were in the paint.
They didn't slow the game down. They didn't slow the game down. They needed to keep this game and honestly, the 80s, the 90s, low 90s, high 80s. That's where the game should have been. They trying to get their old ass out there and run and lay up and crazy ass fast breaks that aren't really fast breaks. It's
Transition
like
threes.
right, like they just
Yeah, they had 5 turnovers. Why are they pushing the ball so much? Like,
they shouldn't have been pushing the ball at all. They should have ran all half court and parked Bam ass in the paint.
The only time they were scoring was on the break.
I know.
We don't have a half court.
But the half court offense was trash tonight. I mean,
Maybe we have a half court offense and we just don't run it.
I mean,
we don't know.
You think they would have tonight would have been the night to try? Like, I mean, like, listen, they didn't like, after Duncan went out, you knew it was going to be tough sledding the rest of the way because they already couldn't shoot all night. You know, you have all your 3 best 3-point shooters out of the lineup at that point. You're not shooting well at all. Jimmy's taking threes. You got Gabe Vince is playing 30 minutes. You know what it reminded me of, like those COVID games where they were missing. Yeah. They're playing 7-8 guys. They're missing 6-7 guys out of the lineup, and you're looking around like you want to be mad. Like Gianni's in the chat going crazy on Ariza because at some point, Ariza, what did you want Spo to do tonight?
Right. Well,
we can talk about it, but it's like because we do talk about game to game. Like this show doesn't focus as much on the big picture. We talk about the game we just watched. But I mean, the game we watched, like, what more was there for Spo to do?
It's also kind of like this is a failure on the part of the coaching staff from the fake preseason. It looks like a middle school when you got that one big kid. Everybody else on the team is small. Get the ball to Brad. Get the ball to Brad. So guess what? We've been running. Get the ball to Duncan. Get the ball to Duncan. So guess what? Duncan get the shits and run out of there. Who's Duncan now? That's the problem. When you just keep running that same shit and deviated, because I know you about to jump up in the chat. Their offense is different. It's just been deviated.
Go off, Tiff.
But it's the same thing. So guess what? We don't have a half-court offense because we never put other people in those positions. That's the problem.
Tag me in.
Oh, bow.
So this has been the issue. The fact that they forced the offense so heavily through Duncan. And so Trevor's quote may be a little out of context for tonight because, like you said, literally what else could they have done? But in the large scheme of things, I don't think that he's too far off. Yeah, they've deviated a little bit. So they're not running Bam straight off of the dribble handoff. Now he's coming off of a stagger and then the handoff. Like the argument that Duncan makes this team run or that the offense is terrible without Duncan is an indictment on the fact that the offense has been so centered around Duncan and that there seems not to be anything else other than, Jimmy can do what he wants when he feels. But, these are the sets that they're going to run. And this is the performances and the defenses that teams are showing us and giving us. I don't think Trevor's too far off. I don't think this is the game for it. But.
I think Franky's looking for the tag.
Oh, go ahead, Siobhan. Franky, up high.
It's like the great Gordon Ramsay says, you can't make chicken salad out of chicken shit. All right. That's just the roster, this team, this fucking situation.
Did he really say that, or are you just giving
No, that was my Angelo.
No, it's just it's like you said, Siobhan. They've been relying on Duncan so much. He's out. Strus is not the same level shooter as Duncan. He can only be a spot up guy, and even then, he's a poor spot up shooter, and he doesn't provide much else offensively. So they don't have another guy to replicate what Duncan does. Tyler being out, Nunn being out, Goran being old. And Bam and Jimmy can only do so much. They're not gonna. Those guys don't erupt for 40 on a random night, and nobody else can make up the rest of the difference.
Boss Man 2020 said they run a bunch of shit for everyone.
It's shit. It's shit. Yes.
Yeah,
they run
I
a
don't
bunch
know
of
what
shit.
people are actually saying now, or if everyone's just making jokes.
That was true.
No,
Nothing funny about this.
Boss Man said they run a bunch of shit for everyone. And I'm like, what do you,
Joey? You're nice to G.
but at the same time, GB is my at the point. I mean, at the same time,
Joe, you got no, hold on. Joey has to earn his Miami Heat beat ropes and say be mean to G.
Roast him.
Hey, G, nice T-shirt.
All right, that's a perfect segue into the Joey Houshour 2-minute comedy hour.
All right, thank you. I'm gonna get this one out of the way. This game was this game was really Pepto Abysmal. I saved that one. For you guys. It was crap. It's me. It's Joey Houshour. It's the condiment king of comedy. So here is 3 minutes on mustard. I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna do more ketchup jokes. I was looking at Max Strus and Gabe Vincent out there, and even though they were playing basketball, to me they just look like people. They look like actors who are playing basketball. I know we do that. I know we do that thing where we're trying to cast the Heat. Just let them play themselves. You know what I mean? They definitely have SAG cards, which is very inside. Denzel Valentine is a real name that I heard today for the first time in a while. Terrible, basketball player, not the best, but maybe he could try like R&B. It's a real good name. You know what I mean? Denzel Valentine. He should be making music, not shooting threes. Should be. He sounds like the last dude in Jodeci. Kobe White is also a person that caught my attention. I don't know if you guys know this, maybe not, but Kobe White looks like he's always looking for his mom at the mall. He looks like he's lost. He's always looking around trouble. He wants to tug on someone's shirt, but it's not sure if it's his parent or not. Dwayne Dedmon looked great. A lot of people don't know this, but he actually backed up Bill Russell. His first coach was James Naismith, who created basketball. If no one knows, that's really all I got tonight. I thought of a cooler name for Jimmy. Jim VP is cool, but Jimulus check. I thought that would be cool. Jimulus check. I don't know. We'll try it. Let's keep going. Crappy game, but good time here. Let's get it.
Brass.
My favorite member of my
Get out of here.
Joey, your t-shirt's great.
Thank you. So is yours.
I'm looking at the wrong camera again.
You making Siobhan drop shit.
What the fuck? Did they make another horrible bosses movie?
I was so mad because you guys are like mad at Spo when he has nobody that can.
Have you been listening to the fucking show, Johnny?
I'm sorry, Brass. I had to do it.
Deaf Man 99.
You beat me to it, Alf.
Oh shit,
Brass. I know we don't normally plan the hard out, but did you have that Photoshop?
Duncan.
I want you to put the Photoshop up for about 10 seconds or 5 seconds and then hit the hard out, because I don't think we really need to say anything afterwards.
That's probably right.
Oh God, no!
I'm trying to drive you to the stove.